Mappica makes it easy to build sophisticated visualizations and dashboards like this one. In just a few minutes, we'll show you how to get this beautiful, interactive content built and published. We'll start by opening our Mappica workspace and creating a new project. With the new project loaded, we can upload a dataset, which should be in CSV format. Check that the automatically assigned data types look correct, and remove any fields that aren't needed. Then click Confirm to add the dataset to your project. With the dataset now loaded, you can fine-tune how fields should be formatted. And now that the dataset is ready, let's start building the visualization. We can replace the default title and format the text by highlighting it and selecting a heading format. Next, create sections using the new Body Section button. Sections will be containers for your content, and it can be helpful to give them intuitive names. They're always indicated in red when selected, while the content inside them is blue when selected. Let's insert some text subheadings. And notice that these can be added by using the shortcut buttons that appear when hovering over empty sections. We can also add a divider to provide some more structure to our layout. Next, let's insert a chart element, again using one of the shortcut buttons. Fill in the required fields, which in this case include the chart type, dataset, and horizontal axis field. Then select the series fields, which will be the adults, children, and seniors columns. You can drag around the dashed guidelines to configure the chart's margins, and you can update the size ratio or set a maximum height to keep it compact. Lastly, let's assign colors to each series field, as well as enable the chart's tooltips. With the chart complete, let's add some control elements to the canvas. The first of these will be a filter element that determines which region data is used in the chart. We can insert the filter element, then pick a display style, choose the dataset, and select the field you want to use for the filtering. Every unique value in that field now displays in the filter element. Under Settings, you can allow multiple values to be selected, and choose the values that should be selected by default. Clicking on the filter won't have any effect on the chart until you open the Connections tab and target the chart element. With the connection established, the filter now controls the data in the chart. We also want to be able to control which data series are displayed. Because these are separate columns in the dataset, we need to add a selector element, and this time we'll use the Insert button in the top left of the screen. We'll pick the display style, establish a connection to the chart, and set some default values. We can also enable color formatting to make them more intuitive. The selector now controls the series fields displayed in the chart. Next, let's add a map to our canvas. Start by giving it a map type. We'll select Bar Map, which will display bars at defined latitude and longitude coordinates on the map. We also need a base map, which is the background layer in the map. In the Project tab, you can either upload a base map or find one in the Mappica library. We'll pick a base map that displays the entire world, and then click Confirm to add it to our project. Returning to the visualization, reselect the map element, and then pick the world base map. We can now complete the setup of our map. Select the dataset, the coordinate fields where bars should be placed, and the series fields that will be displayed as individual bars. Under Connections, ensure the filter and selector elements are both targeting the map. And now, the connections are working. Under Colors, let's assign the same colors used in the chart. We can also customize the height and width of the bars. Finally, enable tooltips and set the label text that should be displayed at the top of each tooltip. Next to the map, we're going to insert a table element to display the regional breakdown in a tabulated way. Choose the dataset and then set the city and region as the category fields that display on the left of the table. Series fields contain the table's numeric data, and we'll add those too. In connections, we'll make sure that the user's interactions with the filter and selector checkboxes target the table. Under sort, let's allow the user to change how table columns are ordered, and also choose a default method of ordering. There are many ways of adding colors to tables. In this example, we'll add top borders, and again, grab the color assignments from the chart we already built. To make our table more compact, we'll adjust the rows per page and height of each row. And our table is now complete. Next up, we're going to look at navigation elements, which let users toggle the visibility of sections on the canvas. In this example, we'll let them toggle between the column chart and a new area chart. Start by selecting the existing chart section, which you can do in the Layers panel, or by clicking around the edge of the section on the canvas. Now let's click the copy icon to duplicate it. We'll update the name of the duplicate section and the duplicated chart inside it. We'll make this new chart into the area chart. Under Settings, we'll also smooth out the chart curve. With the area chart ready, let's head over to the Insert menu and drag a navigation element onto the canvas. We'll pick buttons as the display style and add some individual button items. The buttons display the navigation item text, but clicking on them has no effect yet. So head over to Connections and select which sections should display when each button is clicked. Our buttons now toggle the visibility of the two sections. Before moving on, let's tidy up the layout by right-aligning the buttons. For the final part of the interface, we'll add text elements and style them like summary cards. Let's set up the first of these for adults served by the program. We can give it a background color and add some margin. Then we'll add the card text and stylize with a bullet point, which can be assigned the appropriate color. Next, we'll add a placeholder for the summary statistic that should add up all the values in the adult field. To retrieve the correct aggregated value, connect the text to the dataset. Then, in the text element, type the hash key and select adults. The summary statistic now aggregates all values in the adults field, and we can go a step further and filter the text element by the regions filter, ensuring the summary statistic updates based on selected regions. Let's create some copies of the first text card and repeat the same process to build the summary text for children and seniors. All our elements are now on the canvas, but before publishing, let's ensure the visualization is responsive to different device widths. Use the device icons at the top of the screen or the drag handle on the right of the canvas to preview how the visualization will appear at different widths. In tablet mode, we can see the map and table are quite tightly packed, so let's rearrange how content stacks in the section. Just select the section, ensure that tablet is selected, and then change the direction from row to column. By default, section layout settings cascade from wider devices to narrower devices, so the new column layout is automatically inherited in mobile devices. With mobile selected, let's also stack the text cards to ensure they have plenty of space. Our visualization is now ready to be published. Just click Publish in the top right corner and use the embed code to add it to your website. To view the finished dashboard, head to mappica.com/gallery or sign up for an account to start building your own visualizations today.